This is me like doing the Dremel sponsor.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel, also known as Joker.
I can't. That's too cringe. Alright. Dude, I recorded that on my phone because like there was problems with like the internet. Like it was bad. No. Guys, I can't. I'm gonna watch this actually. This is a Solheim video. No, Solheim, he makes like a lot of gold farming videos. He's like pretty good. Very knowledgeable. Big yapper. Alright, big yapper. Watch out, guys. Watch out, alright? And this is a video about Craft Sim, which I installed yesterday and I already turned it off because it annoyed me. But I think this is like the add-on to have if you want to make Go with professions. It's like Sims crafting, but it's so complicated. I couldn't understand it, so this is like a guide for it. I want to watch it for myself mostly, but maybe you guys will find this interesting. For those like potential profession guys. Yeah, but it just looked really confusing and it made my interface look bad. So I turned it off for now, but once we learn how to use it, then we use it, right? I'm warning you, there's gonna be a lot of yapping.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Solam here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within, and today we're talking about an absolutely insane add-on that you need to have when it comes to crafting. This one will be very important to those of you who are doing profession work for gold making, but pretty much for anyone who's doing professions in the War Within, which should be everyone, unless you're doing gathering, by the way. But if you're doing crafting at all, this...
He already made like 4 million gold profit with professions. So far, my profit is minus 300k.
Add-on is absolutely insane for you, and we're talking about Craft Sim here. Craft Sim is a great add-on to have when it comes to crafting in general, and I want to go through a couple of the, things you can use in Craft Sim. So as you can see here, we have a control panel for Craft Sim, and I want to go through a couple of the things that I use Craft Sim for, and why I think it's so good. Now, while we're talking about professions in the War Within, I also want to say that I have builds for pretty much every profession in my War Within gold making guide, which you can find a link to down below. And in this guide, we talk about how to farm gold and how to make gold with crafting. So for example,
should I make a gold guide?
Builds, even in leatherworking alone, there's several types of builds you can go for to make gold.
Would you buy my gold guide?
Knowing which build to actually go for might be difficult, so once again, my guide shows you the benefits of each build and some example builds to go for. Now, when you buy this guide, you also get access to a Discord community where we talk more about gold making.
Guys, here's my gold guide. Press escape, press shop, click WoW token. It's only 295k. Remember when I made a price prediction about a week ago? And my goal like 320. Bro, people are buying gold like crazy right now. That's what that means. When that number goes down, that's people buying tokens. God damn. It's 208k on an 8. That's crazy. Because a lot of people are struggling, man. That's what happens. It's the initial expansion token buying.
And you can ask more questions to people that might even know more than me or like know different things than me. And it's a great community to just talk about gold making, ask questions, and even just have discussions, find groups to farm with, and talk about gold making strategies and plans, and just share valuable information in a closed-off environment where you sharing a farm doesn't get the farm nerfed. And the same thing with a strategy, for example, for crafting. You sharing a crafting strategy doesn't make it go down in value to the point where it's not profitable anymore. So people can share stuff, learn from each other, and
like if people copy your build and they sell the same items you're selling, then the supply increases. And then the profit goes down.
For grave donated
in a closed environment, which is great. And the feedback both on the guide and the community has been amazing so far, so thank you so much for that.
Really nice.
And I'm just trying to be helpful, so if I'm succeeding at being helpful, that's once again what I'm doing this for. Hopefully I'm able to do that, and if you want to check out the guide, the link is down below, and if you do buy the guide, thank you so much. It really supports me.
I'm curious how much the guide is. $37? Bro, you could just buy 2 WoW tokens and make more gold, and the guide will tell you. Think about it.
channel and
That's a
helps
lot.
me spend more time in the game, making more gold, finding more different ways to make gold, and then sharing them with you guys. So once again, thank you so much. The link to that is down below. Now for today,
But
we're
maybe the
checking out
guide is so
Craft
good
Sim,
you make like
and,
10 million gold with
First
it.
of all, let's just talk about the
That's worth
one
it.
biggie bonus, and the reason why I got Craft Sim in the first place, being able to simulate crafts. This means that, let's just say you want to make this at quality 3, so you want to make writhing armor bandings at quality 3, and you don't want to buy the quality 3 materials just to see if you can, because some of the materials are very expensive, and then if you buy them and you find out, oh, I can't make quality 3, you basically bought them for nothing and you have to resell them, hoping to get your gold back. Well, Craft Sim has something called a simulation mode. That is what Craft Sim was originally used for as well, back in Dragonflight, for example,
Yeah.
and that was when I started using Craft Sim. I don't know if it was like in the game before Dragonflight, but we at least have it now. So here, what I can do is see what quality I need to use here, and what the expected skill of the output, or like the expected quality, actually becomes. And then you can also see your missing skill. So for me, we have expected quality right now using quality 1 is quality 2, and we are missing 183 skill to get it to the next quality. Now going down here, putting in 1 here, we are now 103 skills away from being able to guarantee this one at quality 3 instead of quality 2. Now swapping this up to a quality 3 material instead of quality 2, we are now missing 23 skills to be able to guarantee this one at quality 3 using once again a quality 3 material. So you're seeing it from the window right here, how much skill you're missing, the current expected quality, and the next quality as well. Now you can also choose to tick to spend concentration, and you can even see how much you have to spend with the materials you're using. So you can try to
You can see that right here. You know?
optimize the cost for concentration
I guess
here.
it does the math for you, like, but like, you know what I mean, right?
And the thing is, when you're missing something
This
like
part doesn't
23
really matter that
skill,
much, in
there
my
are
opinion.
certain missing reagents or the finishing reagents that you can use. For example, this one, if I'm missing only 20 skills, not 23, then I can use this for increasing my skills by plus 20. And
By the way, these things, I don't know if they're bugged, but let's say like you have 500 skill and the item is 550 to craft, and you go from 500 to 520. Your consecration you're gonna use is only like -2. It's like they are not really benefiting concentration, but if you use this and then it puts you like to the max, then you're good. You know, these are basically useful, my opinion, for getting you above a threshold, let's say from 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, right? If you use them to like save concentration, it's not worth it. It's good to get you to the next level or the max.
now we can get
I think that's a bug, by the way. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna use this to give me 20 skill and save like 30 concentration, right? No, you save 1 or 2.
guarantee quality.
Or maybe they're
3
intended to
as
work
an
like
example.
this.
Now I'm also missing 16 skill points in leatherworking in general, so if I had those skill points and one of the tools or accessories, I could basically guarantee this one at quality 3. And once again, what I like here is being able to simulate craft. This might not be super important right now, but for example, if you go to your work orders and you try to do a patron order, then some of them will expect certain qualities, and you don't know if you can make them. So for example, we have these Spelunker leather bands, which I can currently make at quality 3, so that's kind of a bad example. What about these? Quality 4. For me, it's currently quality 3, and assuming I had this recipe, I would want to see if I have to buy a quality 1, quality 2, or quality 3 carapace backed hide. In this case, we click on Craft Sim Simulation Mode, drag this one out to make it more clean, and then try to input various. So for example, you can see they only gave you
That's really
2.
useful.
It is being provided, you cannot do anything with this, so that is quality 2. So you have to put this one at quality 2. Now, you also had this, so you can see right now we are missing a few skill points to be able to get this one, so we can take this down and put it here instead, and now we get a quality 4.
There's gotta be a way to remove this, by the way. Like, I don't mind this add-on, but it's like this black box popping up on your screen. Even if you can minimize it, it's still there, you know, it still stays. I like this though, because like I have a problem when I go to like the craft orders. I don't know if I can make it or not, right? So you can like input it early, and then you know what to buy. Because if you don't have the materials, you can't like check how much skill you can gain. let's say you don't have rank 3 core alloys. You're trying to make a blacksmithing craft. You gotta go buy the alloy and then go back to the bench. Here you can check already if you had the alloy, but if you don't have it, right? And then you go, this is good.
With
Now this minimize doesn't do shit. It still keeps like most of it up there.
a quality 2
Yeah, I've tried
characters backed hide.
There's gotta be a way to completely
Now they
hide
also
it.
put in some other reagents here to make this one even worse to maybe be able to obtain. Not that one, this one. Yeah, so you just have to go to simulation mode and put in the various amounts that you have to make, and then you see the skill points you are expected to get. Once again, expected quality 4, and concentration to get it to quality 5 if you had to, and you can see exactly how much you have to spend, which is great. Now, one of the other things is when you choose a specialization in Dragonflight, the war within, you can see which specializations benefits what your current craft is by clicking on specialization info. So right now we're looking at ridding, armor banding once again, and you can see which things benefits
that's
that.
really good.
So here we have, for example, spotless stitching,
Holy
industrious
shit.
innovations, flawless fortes, learned leatherworker, and the
Yeah,
ruby
we
and
need to
mouse.
do this.
So you can see which ones actually benefit
Because this
your
has been my
your-
biggest
your
problem. It's like
current-
the wording of these professions is so like bad sometimes. You don't know if it benefits or not, and then you okay, let me test it by putting 1 point, and then it doesn't work. You wasted 1 knowledge. This is crazy good. Yeah. So like for tailoring, it's very complicated because you have so many different trees that somehow benefit like certain like threads, the spell threads, and unraveling, right? Making bolts. Most professions don't work like that, but tailoring's like you need 630 skill to make a rank 3 Dawn Thread Linning, which is like 50k. Because it's like an embellishment, right? And then you can find out which ones work. So that's good. This we need to use to. You only gotta do this once, right? And then you know what benefits what, and you can turn that off. You know.
craft, and
Because the
therefore you
wording
know
is so
what
bad,
to
man.
put your knowledge points into
Of the
as
trees,
well.
you don't know.
So this one is
I
just
like that.
super beneficial to know where to spend your knowledge points and also
Exactly.
see the benefits you get. So for example, here you see the skills that you have in the current crafts when you're doing it by clicking on specialization info. You see how much
Add-on is
multi-craft you
called,
currently have and how much you can get.
craft
So
sim.
like what's the cap, and then multi-craft extra items, what you have, what's the cap, resourcefulness, what you have there as well, extra items, what you have and what the cap is, ingenuity, what you have, what the cap is, and saved cost, what you have and what the cost is. So this is just super nice and a very good tool.
What is he talking about? Like, there's a cap on multi-craft. And ingenuity, like, what? Did you guys know there's caps on this? Why would there be caps? So, like, if I had a lot of this, then I don't use the finishing region. The cap from skills. Oh, it's the cap on how much potentially you can gain. Oh, okay. But is that counting like the buff you get from blacksmithing and shit? I wonder.
That
Okay, that's
contains a
fine then.
lot
I
of
thought it was
stuff.
like an actual
And
hard
I
cap.
haven't even talked about possibly the best thing with Craft Sim,
Alright,
which
it's
is
good.
that it tracks your concentration across all your characters. And not only that,
How many characters does he have? Oh no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got a character called Craftheim.
like first of all, it tells you when you have max, which is
Oh,
great.
hon, you gotta relax,
Like you can
bro.
currently see which ones have max concentration
Gotta relax.
that I need to spend on today. So for example, we can see here we have quite a few characters at max, and we have to spend that concentration ASAP to make gold. Now you can also see exactly when certain characters get max concentration as well. So you can see there's a date and timestamp next to the other characters, so we can see when they
Yeah,
are
this guy knows
expected.
shit, bro. Like, even in SOD, he was like early on like the, you know, the thing with like Darkmoon Fair. And Phase 3 could get like Greater Arcane Elixir Recipe. Sorry, I'm eating. You get Greater Arcane Elixir Recipe. It was like 10k gold. Like, he's just like, this guy knows everything. I don't know, he's like legit the guy. He's the guy. He's the gold guy. In any version of he's the guy. Even Kata, bro. Like, he plays, dude, this guy, when like the Kata pre-patch came out, he was streaming like 20 hours a day doing archaeology, and he had like a timer on his screen how much he digged for. It was like 200 hours. He had like 3,000 dicks, man, and he only had like 1 or 2 of the archaeology. It was insane. Like, he's just so
to have a
degen,
fully
bro.
concentration
Like, I'm
bar,
degen.
and
This
then
guy
you know
makes me
when
look
to
casual.
log in and when to spend it. Absolutely
He's the
great
guy.
tool all around, very good for keeping track of concentration, very good for the simulation mode, and very good for the specialization info. Now that's only 3 of the things, by the way. You have way more, so you have average profit, for example. Clicking here, you can see the average profit per craft using a certain pricing source like TSM, for example. Then you have top gear, you have craft queue, material costs. You can optimize the cost as well. So like, this is just a super simple intro. It's a super complex add-on that contains a lot of things, but the 3 main things I use it for is the sim mode, simulation mode.
He didn't really go in detail. He only explained a few things, but now I know about that.
The specialization info,
I like this one here.
and once again the concentration tracker.
Because
Those
I had
3 things
issues
are
finding out
absolutely
what
crucial,
helps what, you know?
and I think that's something everyone would benefit from,
Now
and
it
it's
shows you.
super easy to understand. Now the other things about the add-on might take more time. You have a recipe scan, for example,
Yeah, I don't know
customer
what the fuck that is.
history, craft results, cost optimization, a bunch of other things to get into as well.
Even he's
which
like
makes
CBA,
it a
bro.
little bit more complex and advanced, and I wanted this video to be a general overview
Nah, he
of
just doesn't know
why
how it works either.
everyone
Like, there's
should
no
want
way,
to
bro.
have this add-on. So hopefully
Who the fuck
you
knows how that
get
shit
something
works?
from this, and hopefully if you haven't seen this add-on before, well, now you know about
Maybe
the
he does,
add-on,
actually.
and I hope that if you do download it, it helps you out. Either way, that's the video for today, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below if you did, and I'm probably live on Twitch doing some professional work as well, so come by and say hello. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment down below if you have used Craft Sim before, if you're currently using it, and thank you so much. I'll see you around. Peace out, bye bye, bye bye.
Nice guide for add-on.